Most people are trapped in a cycle of endless cardio and starvation, yet the mirror never changes. If you've even told that losing weight is just a simple math problem of calories in versus calories out, you've been set up for failure from day one. This video isn't just another workout guide. It is a total breakdown of the hormonal sabotage happening inside your body, revealing the one biological secret that experts use to force the body to incinerate fat without the misery of traditional dieting. By the end of this session, you'll understand exactly why your previous efforts stalled and how to reprogram your system for permanent results. We are moving beyond the surface-level advice to give you a roadmap for a complete physical transformation. You will learn how to boost metabolism naturally and reclaim your health, moving past the frustration of stubborn fat and into a life of vitality and confidence. Get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about your body. We are diving into the science of fat burning that the industry ignores, focusing on the hidden levers of insulin and hormonal balance. If you are ready to lose belly fat for the last time and stop the cycle of disappointment, this is the most important information you will hear all year. Let's get straight into the expert method that changes everything. The journey toward a true physical transformation often begins with a fundamental misunderstanding of how the human body processes energy and stores waste. For decades, the mainstream fitness industry has pushed a narrative centered almost exclusively on caloric deficits, suggesting that if you simply eat less and move more, you will achieve the slimming results you desire. However, this oversimplified equation ignores the complex chemical laboratory operating within your cells. When we talk about the need to lose weight fast, we often overlook the fact that the body is governed by hormones, not just math. The primary architect of your body composition is insulin, a powerful hormone that acts as a gatekeeper for energy storage. When insulin levels are chronically high, the body is essentially locked in storage mode, making it physiologically impossible to eliminate abdominal fat regardless of how many miles you run on a treadmill. This is the core reason why so many people struggle with weight loss even when they are strictly following a low-calorie regimen. They are fighting against their own internal chemistry, trying to force a lock that requires a different key. Understanding this hormonal hierarchy is the first step toward a successful fat-burning strategy that actually lasts. The traditional approach to fitness often neglects the impact of blood sugar stability on our long-term success. Every time you consume refined carbohydrates or hidden sugars, your pancreas releases a surge of insulin to manage the glucose in your bloodstream. Over time, frequent spikes lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells become numb to the hormone signal. This forces the body to produce even more insulin to get the job done, creating a vicious cycle that makes you lose weight healthily much harder to achieve. High insulin levels not only promote the accumulation of new fat but also actively inhibit the enzymes responsible for breaking down existing fat stores. To truly boost metabolism, one must address this underlying resistance. This is where most weight loss tips fail. They suggest temporary fixes for a systemic problem. By shifting the focus away from the quantity of food and toward the hormonal quality of food, you can begin to flip the switch from fat storage to fat utilization. This transition is essential for anyone looking to lose belly fat without experiencing the crushing hunger and fatigue associated with standard dieting practices. Moreover, the psychological toll of failing at traditional diets cannot be understated. This is where mental health resources become a vital part of the conversation. When an individual puts in maximum effort but sees zero change in the mirror, it leads to a sense of learned helplessness. They begin to believe that their genetics are flawed or that they simply lack willpower. In reality, their biology was working against them. A successful plan must include healthy meal plans that prioritize satiety and hormonal balance over deprivation. When you eat in a way that keeps insulin low, your brain finally receives the signals that you are full and energized. This reduces the cognitive load of dieting, making it easier to stay consistent. Consistency is the bedrock of any slimming journey, but it is impossible to maintain if you are constantly fighting intense biological hunger. By leveraging the science of satiety, focusing on healthy fats, high-quality proteins, and fibrous vegetables, you create an environment where the body feels safe to release its stored energy. This is how you lose weight fast while actually improving your relationship with food and your body. The expert method to eliminate abdominal fat involves a strategic manipulation of these hormonal pathways. It's not just about what you eat, but when you eat, and how those nutrients interact with your unique physiology. For instance, the role of fiber is often minimized, yet it is one of the most effective tools for blunting the insulin response. Fiber acts as a physical barrier in the gut, slowing the absorption of glucose and ensuring that your energy levels remain stable throughout the day. This stability is the secret to a high-functioning boost metabolism. Furthermore, we must address the myth that all protein is created equal in the context of weight loss. While protein is essential for muscle preservation, certain types, especially liquid dairy proteins, can trigger an insulin response that is disproportionate to their caloric load. This nuanced understanding of food allows you to craft a lifestyle that supports fat burning 24 hours a day, rather than just during the hour you spend at the gym. Real fitness is found in the margins of your daily habits, in the quiet moments between meals where your body is either rebuilding or storing. As we move deeper into this expert revelation, we must also consider the role of the liver. The liver is the primary site for processing fructose, a sugar that is ubiquitous in modern processed foods. Unlike glucose, which can be used by every cell in the body, fructose must be handled by the liver. When the liver is overwhelmed by an influx of sugar, it converts the excess into fat through a process called de novo lipogenesis. This fat often stays right where it was created, leading to fatty liver disease and that stubborn spare tire around the midsection. To eliminate abdominal fat, one must give the liver a break. This is why incorporating periods of digestive rest, such as intermittent fasting, is so transformative for weight loss. It allows the liver to clear out its accumulated fat and restores its ability to regulate metabolism effectively. This isn't just about looking good in a swimsuit. It's about metabolic health that extends your lifespan and enhances your quality of life. When you follow these weight loss tips, you aren't just chasing a number on a scale. You are reclaiming your metabolic freedom. The most pervasive and damaging lie in the modern fitness world is the idea that long, grueling sessions of steady-state cardio are the most efficient path to fat burning. We see it every day, rows of people on treadmills and ellipticals staring at screens, sweating for hours in hopes of watching the numbers on the scale drop. While any movement is better than total stagnation, this obsessive focus on cardio often leads to a metabolic plateau that makes it nearly impossible to lose weight fast over the long term. When you prioritize excessive cardio without building a foundation of strength, your body eventually adapts to the stress by becoming too efficient. It learns to perform the same amount of work while burning fewer calories. And in some cases, it may even begin to break down lean muscle tissue to use as fuel. This is a catastrophic outcome for anyone trying to eliminate abdominal fat, because muscle is your most valuable metabolic asset. Every ounce of lean muscle you carry acts as a biological furnace, consuming energy even while you are asleep. To truly boost metabolism, you must stop thinking about how many calories you burn during a workout and start thinking about how your workout changes your body's baseline energy requirements. Resistance training is the primary driver of this change, creating a systemic demand for energy that forces your body to tap into its long-term storage of fat cells. The concept of spot reduction is another phantom that haunts the dreams of those trying to lose belly fat. You cannot simply perform 1,000 crunches and expect the fat covering your midsection to vanish. Fat mobilization is a systemic process dictated by genetics, hormones, and overall energy balance. When you engage in high-intensity resistance training, your body releases a cocktail of hormones including adrenaline and growth hormone that signal fat cells across the entire body to release their contents into the bloodstream to be used as energy. For many, the midsection is the last place to lean out, which is why consistency in your fitness routine is so critical. By focusing on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and presses, you engage the largest muscle groups in your body. This creates a massive metabolic disturbance that keeps your fat-burning enzymes active for hours after you leave the gym, a phenomenon known as excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. This is the afterburn effect that cardio simply cannot match. If your goal is slimming down and achieving a defined athletic physique, you must trade the mindless miles on the treadmill for the focused intensity of the weight room. Building muscle doesn't mean you will become bulky. It means you are upgrading your internal machinery to ensure that weight loss becomes a natural byproduct of your lifestyle rather than a daily struggle. This shift in strategy requires a total recalibration of how we approach healthy meal plans. Most people make the mistake of drastically cutting their food intake at the same time they increase their exercise volume. This creates a massive energy gap that triggers the body's survival mechanisms, slowing down your thyroid function and increasing hunger hormones. To lose weight healthily, you must feed the muscle while starving the fat. This means your nutrition must be rich in the building blocks of recovery. High-quality protein is non-negotiable here. It provides the amino acids necessary to repair the micro tears created during resistance training, ensuring that you maintain your metabolic rate even in a caloric deficit. When you combine the right weight loss tips with a training program that prioritizes strength, you create a synergy that protects your lean mass. This is the secret to a successful recomposition, where you lose fat and gain muscle simultaneously. This process is the gold standard for anyone who wants to eliminate abdominal fat and keep it off for good. It transforms your body from a sponge that soaks up every excess calorie into a high-performance engine that utilizes every gram of fuel with precision. Furthermore, we must address the psychological barrier of the scale obsession. For many, the scale is the ultimate judge of their progress, but it is often a lying witness. Because muscle is significantly more dense than fat, you may find that your clothes fit better and your waistline is shrinking even if the number on the scale remains stagnant. This is where mental health resources and a shift in perspective become invaluable. You must learn to measure success by your strength gains, your energy levels, and the way your body looks in the mirror rather than a fluctuating number on a dial. If you are training hard and following structured weight loss tips, your body composition is changing under the surface. This is why the expert approach to slimming involves tracking measurements and taking progress photos. When you see the visible evidence that you are losing the battle with abdominal fat, it provides the motivation to stay disciplined when the initial New Year's resolution excitement fades. True fitness is a marathon of consistency, not a sprint of deprivation. By understanding the science of muscle and metabolism, you remove the guesswork and replace it with a proven blueprint for physical mastery. As we continue to dismantle the myths of the industry, it becomes clear that the path to lose weight healthily is paved with intensity and intelligence. It is not about doing the most work, it is about doing the right work. Many people spend years spinning their wheels because they are afraid to lift heavy weights or because they believe that toning requires high repetitions with light weights. In reality, toning is simply the result of having enough muscle mass and a low enough body fat percentage to see it. To boost metabolism and reveal that underlying definition, you must challenge your muscles to adapt. This adaptation is what drives the long-term fat-burning success that so many desire but few achieve. When you align your training with your biological imperatives, the results are not just possible, they are inevitable. You are not just trying to lose weight, you are building a new version of yourself that is metabolically resilient and physically capable. This holistic integration of strength, nutrition, and mindset is the only way to ensure that your journey to eliminate abdominal fat is a one-way trip. When we shift our focus toward the final components of a successful physical evolution, we must acknowledge that even the most scientifically advanced training program will falter without a robust nutritional foundation. The cornerstone of this foundation is undoubtedly high-quality protein, a macronutrient that serves as much more than just a building block for muscle tissue. Protein is the ultimate catalyst for fat burning because of its unique metabolic profile. Unlike carbohydrates or fats, which are processed with relatively low energetic costs, protein requires a significant amount of energy just to be broken down, absorbed, and utilized by the body. This phenomenon, known as the thermic effect of food, essentially means that by increasing the protein content in your healthy meal plans, you are forcing your body to burn more calories around the clock. Beyond the metabolic advantages, protein is the most satiating macronutrient available to us. It triggers the release of hormones that signal to the brain that the body is nourished and full, which is the most effective way to curb the mindless snacking and late-night cravings that often derail a weight loss attempt. By prioritizing protein in every meal, you create a natural defense system against overeating, allowing you to maintain the necessary caloric deficit to lose weight healthily, without the agonizing willpower battles that characterize most failed diets. This is not just about eating meat or supplements. It is about choosing nutrient-dense sources that support your fitness goals while preserving the lean muscle mass you've worked so hard to build. To truly eliminate abdominal fat, one must also master the complex interplay between fiber and hunger regulation. While the fitness industry often obsesses over macros, the humble role of dietary fiber is frequently overlooked as one of the most powerful weight loss tips available. Fiber acts as a biological volume filler, expanding in the stomach and slowing the gastric emptying process. This slow release of nutrients into the bloodstream prevents the sharp insulin spikes that we identified as the primary drivers of fat storage. When your digestion is stabilized through high fiber intake, your energy levels remain consistent, and the crashing sensation that leads to sugar cravings is virtually eliminated. Research suggests that simply doubling your intake of fibrous vegetables and whole food sources can lead to a significant reduction in net calorie absorption, effectively helping you lose weight fast by making your digestion more efficient and less prone to storing excess energy. This is a crucial strategy for anyone navigating the challenges of modern food environments where highly processed, low-fiber options are the norm. By integrating these principles into your daily routine, you are not just following a diet. You are adopting a physiological strategy that makes slimming an automated process rather than a daily struggle. Beyond the physical aspects of nutrition, we must address the neurobiological challenge of cravings in the modern palate. For many, the struggle to lose belly fat is compounded by a brain that has been conditioned to seek out hyperpalatable, sugar-laden foods. This is where the strategic use of intermittent fasting becomes a transformative tool for your mental health, resources, and physical health alike. Fasting is not merely a way to restrict calories, it is a powerful method for resetting your body's dopamine response to food. By providing the body with extended windows of digestive rest, you allow your taste buds and brain receptors to recalibrate. Over time, foods that once seemed bland like raw vegetables or simple proteins begin to taste vibrant and satisfying. This sensory shift is essential for long-term fitness because it removes the psychological deprivation felt when avoiding junk food. When your body is no longer slave to the constant fluctuations of blood sugar and dopamine, you gain a level of self-mastery that is required to boost metabolism and maintain a lean physique for life. Fasting also encourages autophagy, a cellular cleaning process that further enhances your overall health, ensuring that your journey to eliminate abdominal fat is as much about internal longevity as it is about external aesthetics. However, the most sophisticated strategies in the world are useless without the final and most important pillar: absolute consistency. The reason the majority of people fail to achieve significant weight loss is not a lack of information, but a lack of follow-through. We live in a culture of quick fixes and magic pills where people expect to see life-changing results in a matter of days. The reality is that your body is a reflection of your average habits over months and years, not your perfect efforts over a single weekend. To truly lose weight healthily, you must move past the all-or-nothing mindset and embrace the always-something approach. This means that even on your worst days, you find a way to stay aligned with your goals, whether through a shorter workout or a slightly better food choice. Consistency is the bridge between a goal and an accomplishment, and it is built through the daily repetition of boring but effective habits. Implementing accountability structures, such as tracking your progress or involving a supportive community, can provide the external pressure needed to stay disciplined when motivation inevitably wanes. When you treat your slimming journey as a non-negotiable professional commitment rather than an optional hobby, the results will follow with mathematical certainty. In conclusion, the path to eliminate abdominal fat and reclaim your vitality is a holistic journey that integrates hormonal science, metabolic training, and psychological resilience. By moving away from the outdated models of calorie obsession and toward a lifestyle that prioritizes insulin sensitivity, muscle preservation, and consistent discipline, you are setting yourself up for a permanent transformation. This is the expert method that transcends the temporary trends of the fitness world. It is about understanding that every choice you make is a signal to your body, telling it either to store energy for a rainy day or to burn it for the pursuit of excellence. As you implement these weight loss tips and leverage the power of healthy meal plans, remember that the ultimate reward is not just a smaller waistline, but a more capable, energetic, and confident version of yourself. You now have the roadmap to boost metabolism and break free from the cycle of frustration. The only thing left to do is to take that first step with unwavering commitment and the knowledge that your best physical self is well within your reach. Stay focused on the process, respect the science of your biology, and watch as your body transforms into the high-performance machine it was always meant to be. There's a natural solution to speed up your metabolism, control cravings, and support your weight loss journey naturally and effectively. Click the link in the first pinned comment to start transforming your body. If you want to truly transform your body and learn how to lose belly fat healthily, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll share practical strategies and little-known secrets to boost your metabolism and keep the weight off for good. Click now and discover how to take your weight loss to the next level.